Today for me marks the most money I've ever made in a single day. That's simply because when I made my biggest day back in 2024, I think it was, I made in a single month, I made like $3,400, which was crazy to me. And to be honest, that amount of money per month is still pretty crazy, right? But what has happened today is something I couldn't even imagine. I had plans for if this day would happen, but when the day actually happened, it kind of just blew my mind a little bit. If you watch me on my Pokemon channel, you probably have seen a video already where I talked about it. But for the people that watch just the main channel, I'll go over what's been happening. So I've been running a Pokemon card business for about 3 months now, and it's been doing very, very well. In the first couple weeks, it did exactly how a new business would do, right? Like 1 sale a week, maybe 2, maybe 3. Starting last month, I was getting like every other day sales, which is insane. Like just how quick it's been growing. Just this past, I would say 28 days, I've been getting a sale about every day, and sometimes it'd be 2 to 3 times every single day, which was amazing. And some of the sales were massive, like 150, 160, 200. I had 3 days in a row where I had a $200 sale, $200 sale, and then a $180 sale. It was insane. It was back to back to back days, and it was insane. Today comes around, and today was an absolute shocker. Today, well, technically it started about 1 a.m. as this is the timeline of the day. I'm still up, I'm still trying to edit a YouTube video, and I'm DMing someone who wants some pictures about some cards that I'm trying to sell. It's on my shop, there's already photos, but there was more in-depth photos that he wanted, and that's perfectly fine. I could definitely provide that. So after sending him about, I think it was like 6 different types of photos he needed, like out of the sleeve, the back of the card, it's like a normal Pokemon thing. And so after this happened, I was able to get the sale, plus he bought 2 other cards with it, which was a big sale, $150. That was a great sale. So I go to bed. It was just a normal day for me. I wake up, I just edit for a while, and I'm editing on my second phone. And I have this phone from just making YouTube videos, and I have the second phone so I can record as I'm like doing a face cam. It's hard to explain if you're like not a creator, especially in Pokemon Go, because that was the videos I was trying to make. As I'm editing a video of Pokemon Go, I get a notification, and it's just a normal Shopify notification. I don't look at it right away. I just continue editing because I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll check it out in a second. But then I have my friend who helps me with the Shopify. He gets the notification too, and he texts me. He's like, holy goodness, oh my goodness. And I keep hearing him text me, so I'm like, what's going on? I go look at the text, and it's a $2,600 order. For anybody, that is an absurd amount of money. And when I looked at it, I really couldn't believe it. And to be honest, this is so many hours later explaining this story, and I still can't believe it. It was a $2,600 order. The notification said $2,599.99. At first, when I saw the number, I was thinking, okay, this dude just bought my entire stock. I might be cooked. Then I realized he bought the booster box. And to give a background of a booster box, I bought this box back in 2018. The box was first released back in 2014. Now, this box comes with 36 packs of a set. And there's different sets of all along Pokemon, but I've had this box since 2018, and it's in pretty good condition. And so now it is risen up in price. How it works for Pokemon is like the longer the set's, been released, like 2014, now we're selling it now, it's gonna be very expensive. And especially for the fact it was a sealed, authentic box, it was crazy because when I saw the fact that it was one item, I knew it could literally be only one thing. And then I realized, like, all this time, that box finally sold. So more background is, when growing up, I lack a discipline of opening up packs. For some reason, this was the one box that I could not get myself to open. Even in 2020, when the box was only $400, I just couldn't get myself to open it. Something in me was just like, don't open it. I moved across the country, opened up a lot of my packs and such, and that box was the one box I didn't open. That box has been sealed and has moved around with me many different places. Now, if you're wondering, it was in a hard case, so there's not any dust or any stuff like that. Like, it's in a hard case, but it still went around with me. It went through, like, airport security, you feel me? They almost took it, but glad they didn't. It was just insane to me that that happened today. And then on top of that, I also was able to make a $130 sale to one of my friends in Arizona. So it was literally $2,900 plus day. Literally the most money I've ever made in a day, and I've literally almost made more money than I had in 1 month last year. Thinking back on this, I was starting to blow up on YouTube. It didn't feel right. Like, I was getting good money. I was getting $150 a day, and it just didn't feel right. And I got demonetized, and it made sense because of what was going on. You know, God always says what he takes away, he gives you back double. And what I really feel like is, believe it or not, this Pokemon stuff was really just, you know, me giving my faith to God, and he gave me this. And I find it crazy because when I started this business, I already had 4 monetized YouTube channels, and I really thought that taken away from the channels, I wouldn't get much out of it. I mean, even now, like, my videos are starting to perform way better, and my business is performing astonishing, literally insane, to the point where now I have to file for sales tax so I don't get penalties from the state. It's a good problem to have. Like, I'm getting so many sales to where I have to tell the state about it, which it doesn't sound good, but to me that's great. Like, that's a good problem to have. I wouldn't have this problem if I was getting this many sales. All along, this journey has been absolutely amazing, and I can only thank God from the bottom of my heart for what he's given me, give me the opportunity to do so. I know I feel way morally better about selling stuff because, I mean, I'm not going to stores, buying cars, and then selling them online. Like, I'm buying my friends' collections. I'm, you know, selling stuff that I had from years ago. Like, I'm doing it in a way where I'm not taking away from kids. Does that make sense? Like, that's what makes me feel more morally okay with being able to do this business. And the fact that, well, now today, moving forward, you know, I was literally just like at dinner and I was thinking, like, how am I going to spend this money coming in? And if you're curious, what I'm going to do is I'm putting $900 away for savings. Obviously, I'm not going to say how much I'm going to give, but giving it to somewhere. I will also put a little bit of money aside, maybe go to Coronado, which is really where I want it to go. Curious, I started one of my channels in Coronado, believe it or not. It was my Pokemon channel. I actually started recording Pokemon Go videos, and it blew up the channel. I monetized it in 100 days. And that channel transitioned to Pokemon Go and Pokemon cards, which led to the business. Going back to Coronado was kind of something I wanted to do for a while, and I might be able to do it in August. So I'll put, you know, probably about like $500 something towards that. Leaves me still with like $1,300 or so to reinvest into the business, which I plan on doing so. It's just crazy that it sold. And it wasn't even like it sold on TikTok, which the difference would be, if it's on TikTok, I would have to wait a little over 30 days to get the money. It sold from my shop in a week, which is crazy. Like, it is crazy that I'm about to get that much money into my account. I know I have to be responsible with it. I know this time I'm more ready and a bit more mature, because I know when I got money last year, I was very immature, didn't know how to work with money, but also I was just very cocky, ignorant, and didn't understand the fact that I should have been very grateful for how much money I had. So now, when I'm going to get this money, I'm going to be very grateful. I'm going to use it in the best way possible, you know, reinvest it and not just have the money disappear like it did last time. Last time I had money like that, it disappeared in literally like 3 weeks, and it was like $3,600, and that's counting YouTube and other stuff. So it was bad back then, but now it's way better. I understand a bit more. God's helped me understand a bit more. I'd even say maybe I've gained a tiny bit of wisdom to understand how to use money in a better way. I mean, I just wanted to make this video because I made a video a while ago saying wanting to become a millionaire in 2025. And yes, I may not be nowhere near that, but a $3,000 day is somewhere a great, ginormous start that I wasn't really expecting. And it's only the middle of the year, and it's only the first week of June. So the only thing I could really do is to keep working hard, keep trying my best, and to hopefully motivate people that need it. And I just can't believe what God's blessed me with. Absolutely amazing life. I want to thank y'all so much for showing up into today's YouTube video. God bless. Jesus loves y'all. Have a great day.